My name is Saul Kaho'ohalahala. I'm from the island of Lanai. I'm a current council member, but I am seeking the seat of the mayor of Maui County. It's a position that I've always thought about, and I feel that I'm qualified to do so at this time. I've been a council member for 3 terms. I've been a state representative for 2 terms, and I've served in the state administration for 3 years. My hope is that Maui County, Maui Nui, is going to be serious about making shifts in this critical time that is going to steer us in a direction that's going to be sustainable, in a direction that's going to be replenishing and restorative. And it means that to do that, there are a couple things that we must be serious about. One would be our food security. Agriculture is going to be a key for us in terms if we want to survive in our islands. Planning for that survival means looking down the road for many generations. If we currently do not have food that we can feed our people, that we grow, then we are in a serious condition. Right now I know that 90% of the food we consume here in Hawaii is imported. And we're spending $7 billion to buy that food to bring to Hawaii annually. If we could take a small percentage of that and put it back home and create our own local economy of farmers that will be securing our food and be growing our food, that even 10% of that amount would mean that we could recycle $700 million in diversifying our economy in the area of agriculture. Now, to do that, we must be ensured that we have good drinking water and that we have sufficient water that's going to be able to produce food here in our islands. So we have low-hanging fruit, so to speak. Currently, the county of Maui, we send our recycled water down into injection wells. Here is an area where we have not given water a second opportunity to be used. And perhaps our future is going to call upon us to be more efficient in how we see water, how we think about water, and how we utilize water. So that becomes a component to add to agriculture so that we can get the next best use out of water and that we're not wasting it because we don't have that kind of resource to waste. In doing so, we got to ensure that we have a good resource of water. So watershed areas need to be supported and protected. We need to look at reforestation as part of that. And that is planning down generations. Restoring forests for their ability to be watersheds is to ensure that there will be water that's going to percolate through our islands and continue to be groundwater as well as surface water. And that's another part of our security. The other is looking at energy as our future as well, and renewable energy is our future. Hawaii is blessed with having so much renewables, from Kaho'ohalahala, the house of the sun, to our ocean currents, to the winds that come by. We need to begin to look at that as a renewable energy. And Hawaiians I have to at least say, Hawaiians have been gifted with innovation. And I like to think that while they're looking down into the future, they're also reflecting back on their past to make sure that they're not going to look at creating the same mistakes that they have in the past. But the innovation comes with understanding what are the new tools that are available to us today that was not present in our past, and how would we now understand those tools as a bettering of our own condition and begin utilizing them so that they become helpful tools in terms of looking at renewable energy. If you combine all of those things, food security, good water, land to farm that on, and then looking at our power so that we can cut ourselves from the use of fossil fuels, then to me, that is what we must do in Hawaii. And I don't know if we have an option, because let's remember, we're still an island community of people, and we're located as the most remote islands in the largest ocean on Earth. And we have our past that talks about sustainable living in Hawaii. And so I want to draw on that awesome experience of our past to help us guide moving toward a future. And let's look at the next 7 generations as we're planning to redirect Maui.